Palantir is a stock that has a ton of volatility, a huge following on social media. It's one that's in the traditional media as well, a ton. It's on the front of our AI upside here that we have in the market. It's certainly a stock that has very bullish advocates, very bearish advocates as well. If you're looking to reduce basis on a position that you have, let me introduce you to the covered call. It's an interesting way to reduce some basis on that position, as well as hedge your position if the move to the downside continues. Now the stock itself, it's trading right at about 130 right now, near the lows of the last 6 to 8 months. If you were looking to just reduce some cost basis here and reduce some of that exposure to the downside, just selling a simple covered call would do that for you. So when you have shares of stock at 130 here, you could go and sell a call against it in any expiration you choose. For us, we like to choose somewhere around the 30 to 50 day time frame, that 45-day expiration being the optimal time. For us, that would be our May expiration. That does go into earnings. You have earnings coming up within that cycle, so that is something to consider here. And if you're not so bullish into earnings and you don't want to sell your shares, this might be the perfect time to put on this covered call. So when we talk about covered calls, you can add delta as a column set on the platform, but the delta that you're selling in the call is going to reduce your overall directional exposure on this stock equal to that delta in the short term. So when you look at these options, you can see even selling somewhere around a 20 to 30 delta is going to reduce your overall exposure in the short term by about 10, 15, 20%, depending on what option you sell. We typically go to around a 30 delta. I would pick something like the 150 strike. It's a round number. We were trading there just a couple of days ago. I think that's a good spot to go. Now this premium that you're getting on this option, about $3.90. We'll just round it to $4 to make it an even number. At a $4 premium, it reduces your overall cost basis on the stock by $4. It does have a caveat though. For every gimme, there's a gotcha. And on this position, it caps your upside at $150. You can see if you were long stock here at 130, you sold the 150 call, it's going to cap your upside at 150. If the stock were to go to 175, you're gonna miss out on some of those profits, at least in the short term. There are defensive measures that you can take, or really offensive measures that you can take with covered calls, rolling them up and out. Typically you can do that for a scratch, maybe a small credit, maybe a small debit, but this is a way to continue to participate in the upside without adding more risk to the downside here on the position. So that covered call will reduce your delta from about 100 to down to 70. You can see the break even on this trade is down near 125. Why is that? Well, you're collecting $4 in exchange for capping your upside potential here in the next 36 days at 150 a share. So that value is value that you will keep no matter what happens with the stock. If the stock were to go to 200, you'd still keep that $3. You'd miss out on some of those profits to the upside, but in exchange for that, you are reducing your basis to the downside. This covered call can be done month over month, week over week. Some stocks have options even daily where you can participate in these covered calls, but you want to make sure that you're selling those calls at a basis that makes sense for you, that doesn't cap too much of that upside into the future. Again, with these trades, you can manage them by rolling them out in time, rolling them up, rolling them down. If the stock continues to go lower, you can roll down that call as well. There's a lot of management here. So if you aren't already long the stock, one way you can get long the stock without using as much capital, especially in a cash account or an IRA account where everything is cash secured, is a zebra trade. I'm going to walk you through a zebra trade here. So when you buy shares of stock, you do get leverage if you're in a margin account. I can show you here in my account. If you are buying 100 shares of stock in Palantir, trading at $130 a share, you use about 50% of the actual cash value of those shares. So Palantir at $130, if you were to buy that with cash, it would cost you about $13,000. In a margin account, you get a little bit of leverage at about 50% of that total cash value. In a cash or an IRA account, you'll use that full $13,000. But what if I told you that you could get even more capital efficient with buying those shares? The Zebra trade allows you to do that. So with a Zebra, you are getting 100 long deltas, which is equivalent to 100 shares of stock, using an options position. So when we look at the risk profile here of just 100 shares of stock, it's very binary. You have one-to-one risk reward via the move in the stock. Let's take a look at a Zebra trade here in the next 36 days. So when you look at the expirations, you can go as far out in time as you want for this sort of trade. The caveat there will be that you will use a lot more capital to put this position on. So here, I'm going to go 36 days. We're going into earnings. We're going to lean bullish into earnings here, into what has been a pretty big downside move in Palantir. You could go into the May expiration, and we want to create a position that has 100 deltas, but doesn't cost us any extrinsic value. So typically people say, well, I'm going to just buy an at-the-money call, right? I'm going to buy the 135 strike call. You certainly could do that, and that will get you some long delta exposure. It's going to be about 48 long deltas, but it's all extrinsic value. So if the stock stays here or goes a little bit higher, let's say it goes to 140, you're probably not even making money on that option at expiration. With an in-the-money call, it's going to be really capital intensive. So let's say you go to the 80 strike call. You want to be a deep in the money call, synthetic stock position. It's a 96 delta option. That option is going to cost you almost $5,000. You might as well just buy the stock in a margin account. In a cash account, it does give you a little bit of margin relief there, just versus the margin you use on the position. The other option is you go to kind of in the middle, right? You go not at the money, not deep in the money, just like sort of deep in the money. Maybe you buy the 110 call. It's an 80 delta. Well, that call has extrinsic value. You're paying $3 of extrinsic value to participate in that upside. You can see here on the platform, $3.60 of extrinsic value. With the Zebra, you are paying zero extrinsic value. It's called the zero extrinsic value back ratio spread. So for that trade, we like to buy somewhere around a 70 delta option. We'll buy 2 of those. When you buy 2 of those options, it'll give you 150-ish long delta. You can see here, we're buying 2 69 delta options here. That'll net us at 138 deltas. If we sell a 40 delta option against this position, it'll lean us with about 100 long deltas. Let's see where that lines up. That would be the 140 strike. So if we sell the 140 strike call one time, that's going to give us 100 long deltas, or just about there, at about zero extrinsic value. You can see we actually have a little bit of positive extrinsic value on this position over this period of time. So when you look at the curve view, this risk profile looks a lot like our long stock position. So when we look at our long stock position, it's very binary. Up $1, down $1, risk reward is 1-to-1. Here, you have the upside of 100 shares of stock, but a little bit less of the downside. If the stock were to go to 120, you can only lose so much on this trade. On 100 shares of stock, that would be $1,000 of loss. If the stock were to go to 120 from 130, $1,000 of loss there. With our Zebra trade, you actually have a lesser loss potential, especially in the short term. If we flip over to the Theo chart, this gives you a representation of the risk profile via the duration that you have here in this trade. So when the stock goes down, you get a pop in volatility typically, and those options are going to hold value. This short option is going to decay, long option is going to hold value. And so into that same $10 down move, you're only out about $900 or $950. So you have actually a lesser loss in the short term than you do with just buying the shares, while participating in the upside 1-to-1, just like shares. So when you're looking to just buy stock, but you're kind of fearful of a downside move or a big downside move, you can go with the zebra trade. It's an interesting spot. Now, the third way to participate in Palantir with a directional trade that has a lot of buffer to the downside and has at the start a little bit less risk than just buying shares is just selling a short put. A short put option is going to be a way to participate in the upside while having a little bit of buffer to the downside. So a short put option is selling the right for the counterparty to put 100 shares of stock to you. Essentially, you are saying, I'm going to sell this put with the potential and the obligation to buy 100 shares at this strike. And the best part is that you get paid to take that risk. So if you're a willing buyer of Palantir here at $130, but you say, you know what, I'm a little fearful the stock might go to 110. You could sell the 110 put to participate in some of the upside if you're wrong, but also potentially wheel into stock or take shares at a lower price. And the best part is if the stock doesn't go all the way down to 110, you'll still keep the premium that you have on this position. So a short put is a bullish, neutral to bullish directional trade here in Palantir. Let's look at the 110 put. The 110 put trades at about $3.25 here. What that means is you are willing to take stock at $110 and you're getting paid over the next 36 days $3.25 to take that risk. That means your basis on this trade is about $106.75 to be exact if you were to get filled right at that price. So if the stock were to go anywhere above 106.75, you would actually make money on this trade as opposed to buying the shares outright. The other great thing about this trade is it's really, really capital efficient. You can see you're only using about $1,100 in buying power to hold that position. That's putting up less than 10 shares of Palantir. If you were to just buy 10 shares of Palantir here and the stock went up $5, you'd make $55 or $50 on that trade. If you sold this put and the stock went up $5 in the next 36 days, you'd make $325 on that trade using the same amount of capital on both those positions. Of course, there's always a gotcha. To any gimme, there's going to be a gotcha. And the gotcha here is that the position is much bigger, or has the potential to get much bigger if the stock does go down. So here you have about an 18 delta position, about a 1 standard deviation to the downside here, with a cost basis of 106 if you do get that move lower, and a break even that's down at that 106 number. The other caveat here, if the stock explodes higher to 200, your profits are capped at just the put. So those are 3 ways that you can synthetically get that stock position, or at least reduce basis on a stock position. We talked about reducing basis via covered calls. We like to sell somewhere around the 20 delta call against our 100 shares of stock. We talked about the zebra trade, a capital efficient way to get long or synthetically long 100 shares of stock via options. We also talked about the short put, a neutral to bullish way to participate in a stock being bullish, but also having a little bit of a buffer to the downside, the ability to buy shares at a lower cost basis. Those are 3 ways that you can attack markets here versus just buying the dip.